Hi everybody, it's Sylva here from Ferris 360, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about foam rolling. Foam rolling, also known as self-myofascial release, is really a great way to help to recover and prepare for exercise and a workout. Several different types of foam rollers that you can purchase. One is here called a grid. It's a little textured and it's smaller, so it can easily fit into a gym bag. This is mine here. It also comes with a massage ball, obviously smaller and can easily get into the legs and calves, as well as the front of the shin and even the side of the hips. More traditionally, you might be familiar with something like this. It's like a high density foam, and usually the black ones, depending on the supplier, usually black tends to be a little bit harder than lighter colored ones. And there's also other type of foam ones which are a little more porous, either white or light blue. But basically the premise behind foam rolling, the harder it is, the more firm it is, the more intense your foam rolling session may be. So if you're new to it, I would recommend starting with something a little bit softer and progressing into something a little bit harder. So foam rolling or self-myofascial release is just a really great way and cheap way to give yourself a massage. They range anywhere from $25 to $50 depending on the style that you decide to get. Sometimes we tend to be really tight into the quads and the calves and in the side with glute. So I'm going to demo a few things here. I'm going to demo what you would do to relieve some tightness in the front of your quadricep and maybe just on the side, your IT band. So you lay on the roller, and I should point out that you should avoid rolling right over a joint. So you're basically just going from the muscle insertion to its origin. So you're going to be just putting some pressure on your quadricep muscle and just rolling yourself forward and back. Okay, there'll be spots that you may not feel it very much at all, and then there'll be spots that'll be very, very uncomfortable. And that's totally normal. And you also maybe want to go a little bit side to side, so you actually come across the muscle fibers as well as going with the muscle fiber. The premise behind foam rolling is really to get into your fascia. And your fascia is what it's like a big sock that's around all part of your muscle. And when we have tight muscles or we sort of lack mobility, it's usually the fascia that gets really tight around the muscle and we can't move. So when you go for a deep tissue massage and the massage therapist is working into that fascia, that's when it gets a little bit uncomfortable, but it slowly releases. So what we try and work on is actually getting that fascia so it can slide nice over all your muscle bellies and being able to give you the mobility through your movements when you're working out. So quadriceps tend to be quite tight on a lot of people. The top of the hip, so sort of the hip flexor area, so just come here, maybe just a little bit onto the side. And it can take a little bit of practice. You do have to support yourself with your upper body. Notice I got the leg out here a little bit for support. Just rolling onto that muscle. All right, make sure we're not going really over the bone. And once you have a spot that's really quite intense, hold it for about 10 seconds and then move yourself to another spot and then maybe come on back to it. Another great purpose of the foam roller is just coming onto your back. All right, gets a lot of releasing some tension in your upper back. So just coming onto the roller, and just leaning back here. And just for a very beginner, you can just roll like this. Okay, so a lot of support, elbows supporting, feet, and even sort of sliding on your butt. Or you can bring your hands behind your head. Just rest your head into your hands, and then lifting your butt up, just bringing the roller all the way to the base of your head. Arms around the roller, and then just pushing back. And you're going to feel just a nice pressure and massage between your shoulder blades, around the shoulder blade. And if you go a little bit to the side, you can get a little into your lats. Maybe coming up all the way into the armpit area, and all the way down along the side of the spine, and maybe just underneath the back of the rib cage. So doing foam rolling before you work out is very beneficial. It helps get blood flow going into your body, and also doing it after as restorative. So I encourage you to look up foam rolling. I'm not an expert, and there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. 5 to 10 minutes before you work out, and definitely 5 to 10 minutes after you work out. Really, really worthwhile investing your $25 or $40 into a foam roller. It's a lot cheaper than getting a massage, and it's very convenient. And you can bring them into your gym bag and using them before you work out also at the gym. All right, so that's our fit tip for this week. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you here at Ferris 360.